I'm Chewy Mew, but my real name is Eric, and welcome to another Chewy Mew review, where today we're taking a look at another figure that was sitting in a box in my attic. Today let's take a look at a figure that's absolutely awesome, that sucks that I thought I lost, and that is the Toybiz Spider-Man movie Battle Ravaged Green Goblin. So, as you guys saw in a past review, I reviewed the Spider-Man 3 Build-A-Figure Sandman Green Goblin, where I ordered the figure. I actually ordered this figure on eBay. Since I thought I lost this figure, I ordered another one because I absolutely love the way this figure looks. I ordered another one on eBay from it. And the stupid guy sent me the wrong figure. And the title of that review is the most disappointing review ever, where I ordered this figure, and the guy sent me the wrong one. And eventually, I found it in the attic, and I told the guy, you know what? Just don't send me the other figure, just give me a refund. He did. He refunded me. But I got this in like 2005, maybe 2006. As you can tell, he's not like too loose or anything like that. Not too much like, scars like from playing and stuff. Compared to my standard Toybiz Green Goblin, where you can see the color difference. If I point him towards the light, the color difference, this guy looks quite a bit darker than him. You can tell the eyes, these eyes are black, and there's a reason why. They just reused the body and they repainted it. There's no like actual 3D detailing to it. Compare that to the Spider-Man figure, the Battle Ravaged Spider-Man from the first movie, where his suit, all these scars, all these scratches, they 3D molded those. They didn't do that with the Green Goblin, but in the movie, his suit didn't really get damaged. It's not like Peter's where chunks of the suit were missing. It's kind of just more like it got really dirty, which in the movie, not complaining with this figure as a figure on its own is awesome. It's not movie accurate completely, because in the movie, his suit looks more dusty. When Peter drops that brick wall on me, like more like dusty and dirty looking, this kind of looks like he got dragged through the mud kind of thing, but I still think it looks pretty awesome. And the mask, as I'll show you here, so I got a lighting here. If I put the face in the lighting, you can see the light comes through the mask, which I think that's awesome. They made it out of this transparent plastic material here. Green Goblin, you can take the mask off, which is pretty cool. You can take the mask off and you see Norman's face under there. Clip the mask back on. I'm going to throw Goblin Boy over here. And yeah, I'm really glad that I'm really glad that they went with a different head sculpt. So even though they did reuse the body, they made a different head sculpt, make it transparent and stuff. Put that back there. And let's set this awesome boy aside and take a look at this Trident. So he came with a Trident, and in the movie, you only see him using the Trident once, which I really wish you could have seen him using it more. Like, he only uses it in one scene when he's trying to stab Peter. It's like we only saw the Trident in that one scene. I really would have liked to see him using the Trident more, like even fighting like security guards or something, or fighting Spider-Man with it earlier, but we only see it once, sadly. And this is a custom. As you can tell, it doesn't look perfect, doesn't look too movie accurate. And the one from the movie, and the one the figure came with, was probably like this short. Like if you were to compare the height, he would be like that much taller compared to the Trident. But I made a longer one because I feel like the short one looked kind of funky. And unfortunately, I lost the Trident he came with. This Green Goblin also came with like a display base, where when he throws Peter through inside of where the final battle takes place, and he crashes through this like glass window, and he falls on the ground before Green Goblin throws the pumpkin bomb at him. I'll put a screenshot of that here if I remember. But so he came with that display base. Take a look at the texturing. It doesn't have texture, it just has the same texture as the Green Goblin. And I don't blame them for reusing the exact same mold, because, like, look at the detail this Green Goblin has anyway. It has so much detail. These joints actually were painted, but with how much I played with it, the paint wore off on both sides. The leg peg also wore off. And if you look here on the leg, this one says, that one says Made in China. It's super tiny right here. It does say Made in China, and the other leg says 2003. It's on the top. It says 2003 Toybiz, I think. It's really hard to read, but it says 2000 on the top. It says 2003 Toybiz, and then on the bottom it says 2002 Marvel. So I'm assuming it says 2003 because they released this figure later on. So this, along with the Battle Ravaged, they released them after the movie been out for a year, in case, like, you see this in stores, like, oh, Mom, look, the Green Goblin suit looks weird. And that would be like a form of spoilers, But I'm really glad they made the figure. It's not completely movie accurate, but I still think it's an awesome figure. Let's take a look at this face better. Pretty awesome face. In some light, it looks transparent. In some light, it doesn't. And I really like how they did that. that it makes it look like in the movie, because the movie, his eyes are black looking. You don't really see, like, they're dusty or cracked or something. A lot of good paint, a lot of crazy detail here, like a lot of paint, and the paint honestly looks kind of random, like they just slapped paint on it, and I think that looks good, because if your suit's going to get damaged, it's not going to be symmetrical, you know? The right arm's not going to look just like the left arm. There's the torso there. The arms, his shoulder pads, you can move them up and down, which I moved them up and down a lot on my original Toybiz one, and that's why the shoulder pads eventually broke off. This shoulder pad is come on, focus. This shoulder pad is very, well, just trust me, that shoulder pad is very yeah, that shoulder pad is like very light color compared to this one. This one's much darker. On the legs aren't really dark too much. The legs, I mean, they're still dark. And like this one looks like it kind of has like a grayish, muddy looking color to it. And I like how they used random, well, not random colors, but they used a lot of different colors here and there. This shoulder pad has a lot more, come on, focus there. That shoulder pad has a lot more like grayish, blackish kind of look, whereas this one has more brown there. On the feet, they don't have any, they don't say any stuff on the feet. They just have it written here on the leg. Because I guess because they textured these feet. Most Toybiz figures don't have super texturing on the feet. But I'm glad that they put that there. The two big peg holes for the glider. The foot, they have like a bunch of like grooves. Kind of like the boot, what you expect the boot to have. My only one complaint with this figure and the original Green Goblin too is that the hands look kind of small for the figure. Like that's the hand opened up, the hands opened up, and to me they just look kind of small. Like if the hands were just slightly bigger, I think that would be so much better. And the one really good thing is that they reuse the same mold, is that you can put the Battle Ravaged Green Goblin on the glider. It doesn't stay too well because the Trident's kind of heavy, and the hands, they didn't really make the hands to hold weapons. The head has a ball joint, rotates really good. The arms rotate all the way around. They go up pretty good. He rotates here in like the upper arm. Double bend in the elbow, rotation here close to the wrist, hinge in the wrist, and the hands open up. The forefingers move independently, or no, they move all together. A very good ball joint on the figure. It's pretty good. It gets a little stuck and kind of clicky, but I'm glad it does that so it doesn't wear out as fast. The legs kick up, not 90 degrees, but they kick up pretty high. And of course, he can do the splits, because you'd expect the Green Goblin to be able to do the splits, right? You can rotate here on the upper thigh, double bend in the knee, rotation here in the boot. The foot kicks up, not too much. It goes back kind of good, and it does have like a slight ankle pivot, very slight ankle pivot, and the toe bends up pretty good. It doesn't bend down. If it does bend down, you'll probably break the foot off. If you liked it, leave a like. Let me know what you think about this figure. And also, I hate to be that guy, but if you think you've got some friends that would like to see a review of this figure and my other figures, share the video with them. Let them know about it. And I will see you guys in the next video.